I'm aware that there are and there will be disagreements. I'm also aware that my administration and I will face castigations, sometimes unnecessarily. We will listen to everyone. But one thing is certain, we will not be sidetracked. We will not deter. Instead, we will keep our eyes on the prize and keep marching towards delivering a better community. We pledge to work as hard as humanly possible to get all Liberian immigrants in our community involved. We urge you to come on board with your ideas, expertise, and time. Fellow Liberians and dignitaries, permit me to discuss some of my administration's program. Immigration. We will be providing services to our people because it's one of the central planks of my administration. We will work towards regularizing the statuses of all Liberian immigrants in our community and take them out of the shadows. We will deliver comprehensive educational campaigns around the legal process of obtaining an immigration status. As a matter of fact, and as the first order of business, we have an immigration forum coming up on the 16th of November, just next week, where USCIS officers will be helping Liberians understand the process of legal stay, DED, the pathway to citizenship. We urge you all to participate. We will work with Liberian organizations such as, we will work with EULA, an immigrant support organization in pursuit of comprehensive national immigration policy to facilitate the resettlement of all Liberians and immigrants. We pay taxes to the American economy. Many of us here are also citizens. Accordingly, we will work tirelessly and cooperatively with local government officials and the business community to access services and support our people, particularly our business community. Liberians are an industrial, resilient people. This can be attested by the many Liberian-owned businesses on Woodland and other places in Philadelphia. But there is a need to make them more sustainable and expand them. To do so, we need to be able to access the necessary support, resources. And thanks to the Mayor's Commission, representatives and senators, Africa Town is coming to the auspices of Akana, headed by Mr. Kofi Kamara. Honorable Blackwell, Honorable Strutter, to accomplish these, we need a community center. And I want to thank you for promising that we will have one under our administration. The center will serve as a one-stop information and service hub where information can be shared, where people can provide orientation to our newcomers, commonly known as the JJCs, a place for meeting as well as a recreation center where we can collaborate, where we can celebrate educational milestones and family formation, including graduations and wedding, a sustainable one. Minister Barr, Liberians in Pennsylvania need a consulate. Our population has grown exponentially, and with our business schedules, we cannot afford to travel out of state all the time to get documents to travel and to access the vital services we need. In healthcare, as a passionate healthcare professional, I will lead the way in seeking partnerships with healthcare institutions and professionals for the delivery of healthcare services, which will include preventive care, a program for our seniors, health fairs, community information on health education, and how to access healthcare services. With our children and youth, our children and young people are the future of this community. Their safety matters. Like life matters, all life matters. Our administration will develop outreach and support programs that will support the educational, intellectual, and other wholesome pursuits of our children. We will provide college help, school preparation, tutorials, and counseling. We are aware of the real effects of culture shock and challenges of assimilation. These challenges pose real risks that could derail progress. We have seen many young people in the Liberian immigrant community fall prey as they try to fit in and to assimilate in their new country. My administration will undertake programs and provide services geared towards orienting and steering young Liberians understanding their new environment and becoming wholesome, productive members of the society. Liberian children and youth must be stirred towards an American dream. Every child is our child in our community. It takes a village to raise a child. So my people, give a hand if you can. Say something if you see something go wrong. So every youth out there, I promise you will have a seat in this administration. We are developing a youth and sports department. We are also planning an annual youth summit. We want your voices to be heard because you will also create an impact. As a matter of fact, we have nominated 3 young people to participate in President Biden's African and Diaspora Young Leaders Forum, to be held on December 13, 2022. The summit will be discussing topics such as higher education, creative industries, and environmental equity, among others. The safety and security of every Liberian immigrant residing in the state of Pennsylvania or visiting here is a primary concern. We deeply value adherence to the rule of law and the practices of American society. Accordingly, we will be setting up a community relations committee whose purpose will be to design programs to educate our children and people on issues of safety and security. We will collaborate with law enforcement and legal professionals on building strong police-community relations. We recognize the need to work in partnership with our neighbors and local government with the understanding of our cultural values and practices. We will be accountable. We will begin to appoint people who are both qualified and have demonstrated character in terms of good being towards the people and affairs of this community. We will conduct performance evaluations twice a year for appointees with rating reports. We will not hesitate to remove people with poor performances of bad moral character. Peace. Let us seek and maintain genuine peace and reconciliation in order to build, maintain, and sustain a united and prosperous association in Pennsylvania. I would like us all to stand. Please stand for a moment of silence in memory of our members, our leaders, families, and friends of our community who have sadly departed this world. Thank you. I especially remember my father today who departed, Mr. Joseph D. Cover. You may say. We come from a community that has gone through many years of civil war and disasters, which left many of us in a state of long, unstable mental status, hatred, and confusion. We left our home, our sweet Liberia, in search for a better life and a successful future for our children. Some of us had no long-term plans to stay, but here we are. We lost our families and friends and properties that forced us into a completely new beginning. And I understand. It is very depressing. And we are heartbroken. But we have established new homes around the world. And so we need to stop the bickering and confusion. Instead of a year's plan to be cantankerous or attack someone privately or publicly on social media to bring them down, try planning to develop yourself and care for people around you. See how your life will change with radiance and love. I'm a witness. Let's be hopeful, establish a way of life to maintain our culture as we assimilate in this society. Let's strive for a friendly, positive mindset, my people. We will have a progressive environment. Let's change our mindset from corruption and hatred as it only breeds destruction of a nation. As a child, I lived in one of the poorest neighborhoods in Inaugural for some time with my parents. I saw my parents struggle to make ends meet. In spite of this struggle to send us to the best school, my father was an educator. He struggled to the point where he came and got a master's degree from San Francisco University. One day, I refused to go to school. I asked my father, why are you sending me to the rich people's school? Where I was being teased, living in a poor people's community. Why not let me go to school with my friends, St. Mary's? It's hard for me to catch a bus to 12th Street, downtown to 12th Street, and then to school. And worst of all, when it rains, I stay outside for 2 periods. I quarreled. But my father made me to understand, a quotation and I quote, democracy does not guarantee equality of conditions. It only guarantees equality of opportunity. And so the challenge of my administration is to create opportunities for all. No one is perfect, but let's try to tolerate each other, respect ourselves, always demonstrate good and moral attitude in public. Liberians are good people. We are good people. We welcome strangers into our hearts and homes, enjoy times with big parties and events. We love to be stress-free with many company around us. This is why one of the times when I see division or community organization, I ask myself, what has the war done to some of us? Who are these people around me? My people, we can fix this. We can fix this. All we need is a good community of people and good, effective leadership. Promise is a new beginning. This administration will fight for progress. We want a united people regardless of race, religion, and ethnicity. We will not be able to solve all problems, but we will ask for help. We will work with everyone. Everyone concerned will be ours. We will listen and address issues. It is better to make mistakes and correct them than to ignore them, for the latter only shows incompetence. The time is now. I would like to thank everyone, all organizations and associations who have made the sacrifices with time and efforts and resources in striving for a cohesive community. We urge you to join with your expertise and skills in rejuvenating our community. But we need money and other resources to implement programs. So please help us with our fundraising efforts today. Our community definitely needs a central point. Let's start with an office and then a community center, where people can go for information, to have their questions answered, and where to help direct the affairs of the community. Permit me to congratulate all the politicians across the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and the United States, particularly those Liberian origin, who won the elections in the recently concluded midterm. Congratulations, Mr. Happy. And so with this being said, I would like to announce heads of various committees, ad hoc committees. The election commission is hereby dissolved, and a new one headed by Mr. Colin Bator is hereby appointed. I would like to thank commissioners for their service during the special elections. The Ways and Means and Finance Committee, headed by Mr. William Jackson, a very important committee that will start work. Two important committees that will start work at once. The Auditing Committee, headed by Mr. Habib Dolly, the Constitution Review Committee, headed by Mr. Alfonso Muir, the Immigration and Legal Committee, the Social Committee, Social Services Committee, headed by Mr. Sire, and some ad hoc committees. The Community Relations Committee, headed by Mr. Musa Kaba, which includes Mr. Eric Banto and Reverend Jala. The Health Committee, headed by Mrs. Natasha Wardler, with some qualified nurses, Mr. Mary Birch, Elaine Hassan. The Public Relations and Communications Committee, headed by Mr. Gabriel Daniels. The Youth and Sports, headed by Mr. Alfonso Sama.
Which one is it?
The certificate. Yes.
Just
you want me to start?
Yeah. She got something to say first. You want to say something?
Yeah, of course.
Let's speed it up. Time constraints.
Yeah.
Time constraint. We want to end by 10.
Yeah.
Who are the honorable committee? You need to make that announcement.
Okay.
She got it.
Yeah, that way. Okay, we'll talk. She's coming to talk. She's coming.
Good evening, everybody. That's all. Good evening, everybody. Tonight marks an historical beginning in our community, as our community begins a new era. On behalf of the President, Madam Seonti Kofa, and her code of officers, we have come to say a big thank you to our community for all the love and support. Tonight, we are going to honor our past presidents and some special people in our community for their tireless contributions. We will later announce a set time where we will officially honor the great work of our people in our community. With that being said, we will now call out all of our honorees to receive their certificate. Thank you. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, go.
Go ahead. Okay. We have Mr. Bati Topa.
Yeah.
You hand it to them.
Sure.
Okay, I'll
Yeah.
take the whole time. Sure.
Mr. Martin Dolier. Dolier. Okay.
That is not here.
Okay. We have Mr. Down Dennis.
Let's go.
We have Mr. Fofi Jabatet.
Kofi Jabate.
We have the Honorable Sheru Kamara. We have Mr. Garrison Topa. We have the Right Reverend Jala in the house. Doctor? The Reverend Dr. Jala is here. Anthony Tar. We have Mr. Daniel Freeman. We have Mr. Christopher Slepper.
Oh, Mr. Jala.
I want to say Ms. Reverend Jada was the messenger of peace in our community. He's the reason why we are here today. In the midst of all the confusion, he took out his time. He called us on. He called us for various meetings. He listened. He made decisions. And he said this community will move forward. And so I just want to thank you, Reverend Jada, for that thing.
Return the pen. Thank you. Check the pronunciation myself.
Okay.
And we have Mr. Christopher Silapo. Last but not least, we have Miss Monica Dolier.
Oh, you got some? Oh, sorry.
You got more.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And we have Mr. Richard Hennis.
Hines.
Hans.
Yeah.
Richard Hines.
Oh, Mr. Cooper, yeah. Call Mr. Cooper.
Mr. Herbert Cooper.
Cooper said he had Dr. F.
Thank you, Mr. Hines, for serving the community. They turned around so they take the picture.
We have Ben Buluwerfi.
But the we for.
Buluwefer.
He's not here.
Ben, yeah?
Mr. Santana, they will take it for him.
Okay.
Call Mr. Santana.
Mr.
Okay,
Sam.
can we call Mr. Sam Taddy to receive it, please, on his behalf?
He's not here.
We have Mr. Charles Russell.
Mr. Russell yet?
So long.
Oh, yes.
Thank you.
Now, you'll stand here. There are people who are not Liberians, but they've been part of our community assisting our community, making sure we get things done for years, and they continue to do it. They've always been there making sure our community progress. The Mayor's Commission on African and Caribbean Affairs was founded because of Liberians. True Liberians who felt this community needed to have a voice. And so at this moment, I have a surprise, a word of appreciation for the chair of the Mayor's Commission on African and Caribbean Affairs, Councilwoman Jenny Blackwell. And also the chairman of the board of the Commission on African and Caribbean Affairs, Mr. Stens. We want to thank you for all you've done for the Liberian community.
Take it to them. Take it to them. Take it to them.
It says, in appreciation of the outstanding leadership and contributions to the Liberian Association of Pennsylvania on this day, November 12, 2022. Thank you.
Oh, the same thing.
Yeah, the same words. Okay.
Give it to them.
Yeah. You call for it. We'll give it to them. That's it? No, he can give it to them. We're done.
Thank you. We're honored. Thank you. Thank you.
Wow. So as the president said, a lot of people who made contributions to this community and will continue to do so. So every now and then, it's important to recognize such people. Having said so, time if I spend, me, I won't leave 2 hours there for people to dance, break, and enjoy themselves. So we're speeding up the program. We're speeding up. So the next thing here, I'm sure you all listened to the president's really great speech. So you all listened to the president's speech. And in that speech, the president outlined a number of programs and projects that you want to penetration to. But those cannot be accomplished without money. Everything costs money, right? You can't get a community center without money. Even if you find people to speak free, you still need to pay for all for electricity. So we need money. We come to that point that we're going to ask you to contribute financially. If you have resources, other resources, other than finances, we'll take them as well. But we are at the point of fundraising. We ask you to start opening your purses right now. See some people there. I know you're ready. Give us some money. I saw one more opening a bag over there, so we're giving you a pen. I saw one over there. And I saw somebody write a check as well back there, so that's good. So, for the fundraising, we're going to open it up, and we'll call people up, but even if we don't call you, you can still come and make a contribution. We need a community center. We need programs for our young people. A lot of young people in the past few years died to gun violence. We want to be able to address that. The president articulated very eloquently. So I'm going to pass it on. All right, so
We don't have the list. I have the list, right?
yeah, I have the list.
I don't have the list.
Yeah. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to call on community associations. So Unit OR, Unit F, meaning the Bassa community, the Crew community, the New Town people, they say they get money. and bring some of that money. Granted associations, final associations, etc. So I'm going to start calling people. We have about 10-15 minutes for this process. We have to speed it up because we have time constraints. So since the chairman of the inaugural committee is a former president of the Basel Association, I'm going to call the Basel Association first. Basel Association, can you help us kick off our fundraiser if you're represented here? Basel Association here. Oh.
Yeah, I think I saw the president earlier.
The president left. Steve.
Honorable President, the Basel Association.
I'm also told that Ms. Younger Basi, president of the Local Association, is also here. And local program money.
You recognize all time for the money now. You want to recognize.
Mr. President of the Basel Association, can you kick off our fundraiser, please?
So, I want to thank you for recognizing the Basel Association, put it at the fundraiser, point of the occasion. That's okay. That means we're still powerful when it comes to giving.
Yep.
But I want the Basel Association to be the last. Since they were not recognized from the beginning, let them be the last. They want to call on other people to come. And I'm going to help the MC and the co-MC. We got potential and powerful people right here. When they start to come out, you will see what the Basel Association will do. So, Mr. MC, if you want to give me that privilege, I can start to call the people or I can stay back.
Go ahead, I'm money I want. I don't care.
So I will call on the former president of the Liberian Association of Westchester, Chester County, Mr. Hans, to come up.
When the people come here, you'll not get money. See what's the when y'all clap for the people, they'll be happy.
We know that they didn't recognize.
They say you are going to play basketball.
Thank you. Very honored to be here tonight. I don't have much to say. I will start by saying I donate $200 to this what they cause tonight.
$200.
Mr. Hines, $200. It's not a pledge.
Not a pledge.
Actually, it's cash.
Yes.
It's not a pledge, it's not a check, it's cash. Keep calling people, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, we have our coordinator and the also bringing the basket. So don't worry, we have a basket here. The next person we want to call on is they got a prayer group in Pennsylvania. We want to recognize them. They have started small and they keep growing. And they got one of their representatives here. And she's no other person but Sister Rose Ajibon. The woman is a powerful woman, a powerful prayer warrior. When she prays for others today, our problem will be solved at home. So we want to recognize Sister Rose Ajibon from that powerful prayer group. In fact, I don't think one more than anybody. They still all send that for that prayer group.
Yeah.
My husband all they're coming out to, but we have to spend money for the working class.
Yeah.
So, not to say much, I pledge $250 United States dollars.
When?
I pass her over $250. We'll get her number and everything. She will give it. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Is that?
In fact, now let us start with all the people. I want to beat them for all the association. Even Sevilla. And that man, forget that man deal directly with government. And you know our president I'm talking to? Honorable President Shehu Kamara. That man a powerful man. Everybody there, when the man has fear for one of them, some of them, they can call some president. I'm not a man, they can be saying president. I'm not a man, they can say some president. When I really talk to my oh, okay, you know what? You gotta be motivated. So when you think you gotta be motivated, that's the time you come up. And let me know.
DJ, where you looking for money? Where you small? Looking for money.
People serve us in the community. And we are honoring them. Since we are honoring them, public will stay out honoring. And one of such persons is Mr. Dan Dennis. Let me never forget it. When I will give all the nuances in America, the men control all of them. They can support them whenever the men have pledged 1,000. They can pay. Dan Dennis, you want to welcome the men on stage. The men the build the march for Unico. Mr. Dan Dennis left us. All right, no problem. We'll call on the past immediate president. Mr. Christopher
Seleco.
The man and a small man. Remember when you say the ground, nobody can take you from there. But the man said to have 1,000 in the basket, you can match him. I call the man. Let me understand the ground, yeah? Mr. Christopher Seleco. I'll consult with the Common Voice video of the problem, I mean of the
we can hear.
Our secretary is doing the job. We can't be here and using our voices and going in vain. Please take note, Mr. Secretary. If you are not in the hall, please make sure to come in the hall. People are making pledges. They're going to do consultation. We will not be able to recognize all of them. Please come up and take note.
Okay.
At this time, we're going to call on the board chair. The former department stole me information. What are you telling the minister for you? Don't understand all the people that go down to our lieutenant. So at this time, we'll call on our board chair. We're not calling it as board chair, we're calling it as President of the Local County Association, Mr. James Quill. Mr. Quill, well, we're second number here. Therefore, our powerful board member, Mr. Alfonso Siki.
Yeah.
They're selling it in $10.
Oh, okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure to be on this stage tonight. First, I would like to congratulate my powerful president. I say thank you. Now, my question here tonight, before I make my pledge, we're living in a great country where people believe in democracy. Earlier today, on the stage, when all the guest speakers introducing people, you find former. Hello? We got one powerful organization that represents African community, especially the and the organization is only recognizing one side. The organization doesn't even have a boat. And I'm sorry to say that his Blackwell is here and she supported this organization that doesn't even have a boat. Give me a break, give me a break. Give me a break, give me a break. Let me speak my mind. This is a democracy. We're in the country that everybody should speak their mind. Everybody should be represented when it comes to the city of Philadelphia, not just Liberia. You're talking about Guinean, Nigerian, Ivorian, etc., etc. How can one organization or Akana just be one person for the past freaking 25 years? I mean, I speak in my heart. And you understand, it's not a place to say, but we'll see another day. On beside of myself, I will make a contribution of $1,000 and will forward it with a message. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, Mo. Thank you. Hey, what my help right here? Keep going, my man. Keep going. So
will call on the president of the Women of Substance. And I know when they will come out, all members will stand in the even as far on the stage.
Right?
Miss Cecilia Dixie, the president of the Women of Substance.
Found a lot of pledges. You will speak through the fundraiser. Every moment you give it to one another. Yeah. Okay. So, you know, there's a lot of grace that will come. Yeah.
We want to congratulate our president. Madam President.
If you want me to let you speak, I will do that. Yeah.
Madam President, we want to congratulate you. We need our success stand with you because we have broken the glass ceiling and we will continue to break the glass ceiling. Women are empowered.
This is
So on behalf of this great organization, my name is and on behalf of this great organization, we want to give a little token as our support to the Liberian Association of Pennsylvania. So we want to say thank you and we want to congratulate all the newly elected.
Elected, newly elected, and Dr. Yeah, Women of Substance. I'm already good. Rapid fire, guys. It's time for rapid fire. Rapid fire.
Ladies and gentlemen, gotta give the respect, honesty to the guest speaker. Thank you very much. I just wanted to quickly say that on behalf of Mrs. Blackwell, the chair and founder of the Men's Commission on African Freedom and Good Affairs, she's committed $100, and I'm committed $100. Plenty, and committed to our president get these checks, okay?
We're going after party, right? Let me get that address. Okay.
He's correct. The Men's Commission on African and Caribbean Immigrant Affairs, we represent over 35 African and Caribbean nations right here in Philadelphia. So we're here together. It's all of the global African diaspora, and we're going to make Philadelphia the destination point, along with my president, for all of the global African diaspora.
5900 Springfield Avenue. After party. We'll put it to the back. Got a souvenir there. Put it right there. After party.
All right, guys, we're going to do a rapid fire. Time has run out on us. So,
Springfield
So
Avenue.
on behalf of the United Baptist Organization in Americas, the Pennsylvania chapter, we want to pledge the amount of $200. I asked the president
writing the pledges down?
I want to remit that money. And I want to call the last person before I take my seat. I want to call on my brother. I want to call call on two persons. Mr. Paul Hassan, the chairman for the Gentlemen Club of Pennsylvania. Mr. Paul Hassan will come forward. Mr. Paul Hassan, the Gentlemen Club president and a powerful chairman.
On behalf of the Gentlemen's Club, we will be making a commitment of $100.
Thank you. The Gentlemen Club, $100. And then we got another powerful women group in this place. I mean, the Nikki coming. The Best Sister International. The president is here. We want to recognize them. Best Sister International.
Oh, sorry.
Followed by
that is the. Where's my
Mrs.
list?
Harris
I had a list.
I said, women in power. We want to make sure our women.
I'm not the president. I'm the co-chair of the board. So let's make things right. On behalf of their sisters, we pledge them another $300.
Women in power. Mrs. Harris is coming too. Madam President, if the administration is not successful, we'll bring all the women in Pennsylvania.
Madam President, congratulations again. You have the Vice President of the Republican Association who gave the amount of $100. Thank you.
And you know the president was saying that we won't be an organization here, right? They all over. They all have been diaspora women. We want to call on the founder, Mrs. She's one of the board member, Mrs. Aisha Howard, who will come and speak on behalf of the Liberian, the all have been diaspora women. Where is she? Oh, she went in the bathroom. All right, so.
The advisor association. Tell that man.
If he's speaking, you pledge $100.
I said the advisor. I'm an advisor. Who the fuck around you? I just speak.
We'll call another person. We'll call on the Liberian Association of Trenton. The Liberian Association of New Jersey, Trenton, from Trenton, right? We're going to call them. You got a delegation here?
Still stealing. Look for the advisor association on board.
Oh, Lord.
You gotta do that. If you want money,
See.
you want money.
The current president of Chester County, Mr. John M. Wilson Coyne.
People coming. No support when not.
Oh, okay.
So by the time they lift us up, we're going to throw them 2 more ahead.
My president just left. Consultation with me.
These are the people that will be speaking, and after that, then I will do the closing. Yeah, we're coming closer.
Okay.
So where? Okay. You mean?
How many? Hold on a second.
$100.
What organization is that?
Women are
Oh, okay.
And also, before I proceed, I don't want to overload this powerful man. This powerful man, listen to his speech. And I will move. And I think I need to come for a tutorial or a mentorship on him. He's no other person but the president of the Liberian Association of Chester County, Mr. Jai Wilson. This man is powerful. When he's speaking tonight, you will think.
You know, the honorable advisor of the Grand Pacific
Thank you. Congratulations. On behalf of the
Liberian Association of Chester County, we present a check of $250.
Steve.
Thank you.
Where's Bucks County?
Want to call on the Liberian Committee Association of New Jersey, Hansford Jaffa. Hansford Jaffa.
For Java.
Hansford Jaffa, sorry.
Yes, sir. And you, yeah. All right.
Thank you for recognizing
You understand? Yeah.
Let me say that the decision you will get from us. I will take this on advice. South is the way to come. Thank you.
What are they?
Laura side has for Java. We'll get it Nico already, but just also has for Java.
Who here for?
I'm so
It's called North Jersey. North Jersey is here.
So protocol on the Liberian Association of DC. The president and the vice president or the representative are here. You know, people came all the way to DC to come and support us. So we can't let them go back with it. The box.
Well, what gift?
We let them also make the box in a crash.
You don't get the WhatsApp?
Thank you.
Okay.
My name
I gotta wait
is
on the topic,
Wilma Mashinini Red.
Oh, yeah.
I'm president
You don't come here or they come here?
Lauren Saye.
Yeah,
of the Washington, D.C. metro area. This is
son of-
my vice president,
You go to
John Pearson. And we want to congratulate the new leadership in Philadelphia. Thank you so much. We are also here to pledge $200 from the LCA DC metro area. Congratulations, and I hope all of your aspirations are met.
Thank you. You call North Jersey? Don't go. Call North Jersey. They're ready. North Jersey, people Jersey, North Jersey. Yeah. Liberian Association of North Jersey.
The Liberian Association of North Jersey. They are here. The Liberian Association of North Jersey. They are powerful people. We don't want to pass over them, and then what the little things they brought for us, they carry back. You know, every nickels and dimes matter.
On behalf of the North Jersey chapter, we are going to pledge $200.
Clap for North Jersey, that's my chapter.
As a fundraiser, I'm sure you saw some bottles out there.
Yep.
And also, as a fundraiser, according to the president and myself, that balance is going to be a fundraiser. So, it's going to be taking care of that. But I just want to say it's through my effort to assist that fundraiser.
DC is 200, right? How much DC get?
For DC too.
Thank you so much. You know, if we want to recognize everybody who comes up here, we will not take so even if we do not call it a expect you to come in and basket and hold something there us, let us still come here.
Announce that. Announce it and announce it.
Because everybody will speak, there will be no dancing. So please, we're going to call on 3 more people that will come here, and then we turn the microphone over.
Let me hear my message on behalf of Liberian Western Market. I pledge $1,000.
I got it. He's a play.
No, but I pledge. So we do not want to go without contributing to our association. This is the umbrella organization for them. I mean, a powerful man.
Well, again, we are
Okay, go on.
Samuel Johnson. So my wife and I will give you guys a laptop. A brand new laptop will come to your house by Monday or Tuesday to work with. Thank you. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you.
The last group.
So thank you, Mr. Wissam. We will call on, the president is from a very big organization. It's called the Liberian Association, NECA. Or we cannot go ahead. We'll come back. So the president is here. We want to recognize her.
Thank you very much.
What's up? Okay, you take it around. I went down, started taking it back. For that
I'm here.
Association. For yourself or for the association? Okay, $200. You said 2, right? All right, 200. Yeah,
Mr. Harris Mantle. Mr. Harris Mantle. Mr. Harris Mantle. That man crap me. I mean, see, you want to flesh, you want to give.
Thank you very much. Our president-elect, thank you very much. I'm very proud of you because I got 8 girls.
Wow.
I'm proud of you for such a actually, Ms. Becky, she made me come here tonight. She walked in my office and said, we're having a grant association program. Usually when I go out there, it's a program good service, Delaware, America.
Hey there. Many Liberians are members of social clubs, 501c NGOs, and school alumni. Many Liberians are trying to open their own 501c NGOs, home care agencies, and social clubs. Does your organization have a professional website? Does your web platform have the right wording and content to attract grants? Hopefully you're not running your organization only through social media. There's a more professional route. You need an online space where you can craft a positive message about your organization, making your home health agency more credible, which will increase your chances to receive grants. We'll build you a responsive platform for 501c organizations, healthcare agencies, and other types of organizations. We'll provide you with full website maintenance, membership sign-in, private charts, Facebook and WhatsApp integration, live video feed for all your meetings and special occasions, a dashboard for members to see all the activities, and email and text auto reminders for meetings. We'll build with donors and 501c in mind, and will help you solicit grants and automatic membership due collections. Building you this amazing platform will only be a membership fee of $19 a month. Call or email us now. Let's upgrade your website. Home health agencies and small businesses, you owe it to your company to project the best image possible, and we can make it happen. Visit www.tiamit.com or call 215-966-8679. Ask for Tommy.
At Fatu's, we know what it's like to feel a little homesick. That's why we work hard to bring you the very best and freshest imported foods and supplies from home. With quality design African cloths, beauty supplies, and tasty African food items, you'll feel right at home. So what are you waiting for? Stop by Fatu's African International Market for all of your household and family needs. See you soon.
Hi, my name is Theophilus Julipan Nelson I. I am the founder and CEO of Lift Africa LLC. Lift Africa started as an employment agency that sought the employment of immigrants coming to the U.S. and finding ways and means to go to start life in this great country. Now we have added airport pickups and drop, car rental, or rental. As you see, we have a new business location. Started with just a little office part, but today we have a whole complex that we can do a lot of stuff with.
Hello everyone, my name is Geneva Kreitz. I'm the Executive Administrator of Uplift Africa. We have an excellent employment rate at our company. We work with and for you regardless of your situation. If you've ever been in prison, maybe your background isn't great, do not worry. We have a place for you here. We believe in equal opportunity for everyone, especially you. So sign up today and begin earning.
My name is Emmanuel B. Horton, Operational Director for Live Africa. Live Africa is the place to be.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Derek Yalin, bringing you live coverage with the Liberian Radio and Television Network. We're bringing you live coverage of the inauguration ceremony of the Liberian Association of Pennsylvania. And today, President Commented and Vice President Johnson, with other elected officials, are being inaugurated. On our camera, we have with us the Honorable Stanley L. Strutter, the board chair of the African and Caribbean Business Council of Greater Philadelphia. Honorable Strutter, welcome to LRT.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here and wonderful to have an opportunity to be at the inaugural renovating of the new Liberian Association of Pennsylvania. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now, you're here at this occasion. What do you make of the overall occasion?
I think overall it's fantastic to have an opportunity to have one of the oldest independent black nations in the United States represented here in the name of the Republic of Liberia. It's fantastic. And to see and work with the people from Liberia who are in Philadelphia, immigrants to Philadelphia, and working to make the city a better place for all of us, but also, more importantly, to the immigrant community of Liberia and West Africa.
Thank you. On the issue of immigration, I listened to the president's elected speech tonight. One of the things she's focused on is getting immigrants in the Pennsylvania area to get documents legally, and she also spoke about bringing the community together. What advice will you give her to achieve those goals?
Well, we have invited her to be a member of the Mayor's Commission on African and Caribbean Immigrant Affairs, so we can help her and the Liberian Association of Pennsylvania design and implement the many of the things that we're doing, and the Liberian community will be a part of it.
Okay, before I let you go, something that you spoke of tonight when I listened to you is the African town and the $100 million project. Can you talk to us about that project?
Well, the African town in Southwest Philadelphia, where many African and Caribbean immigrants live,
we're trying to help to organize the economic development of that community, and by recognizing that there's so many thousands, the community is over 60% African and Caribbean immigrants, and then it's about 40% African American. So it is already there. We didn't make it, it's already there. We're trying to say, how do we make an economic impact so that the people living there will benefit from making Africa Town a tourist destination for people from around the world. And so with the 600 to 700 African and Caribbean immigrant businesses along the commercial corridors, we want them to grow and develop, make money, create jobs for their community, especially the young people. So that's why it is so impactful and will continue to make an impact for our city of Philadelphia. But wait a minute, we have Chinatown in Philadelphia, we have the Italian market in Philadelphia, we even have a gayborhood in Philadelphia for gay people to come visit. Why not in Africa Town? Why not in Africa Town?
Why not? That's a great.
You can't be afraid of being black and being African. God made African people first in the land, first in the world. It's our world, and we have to stand up and take control of it. And Africa Town in Philadelphia, we're breaking ground to make it happen. So God bless all of us.
African Town in the Philadelphia area. I think that is a great endeavor. Mr. Stroller, Honorable Stroller, before I let go of you. Now, let me give you the opportunity to give a message to President Commonwealth, Vice President Johnson, and all of the other elected officials that are being inaugurated tonight. Just give a message to them, and then you can close out.
Well, let me first of all say that, again, I want to congratulate them. The Liberian Association of Pennsylvania is one of the founding members of the Mayor's Commission on African and Caribbean Immigrant Affairs. And we have invited them to make sure that they're at every monthly meeting. We just pledged some money to the fundraising effort, and we're going to assist her with the building, because we had already gotten the building for them many years ago, but through a fire and whatnot, so we're making that pledge. But secondly, the Liberian community is the largest community of immigrants in Philadelphia. You should be able to stand up, take control of who you are and what you are as a community, and lead the immigrant community. That's what you can do here.
Right.
But we have to get together. And I think once we get together and work together, we'll be able to do that, and we'll benefit all of the communities that we serve. And this is Philadelphia. This is our city, is now your city, and we want you to be a part of it and to contribute. So working together, we'll make it number one.
Thank you so much for speaking with the Liberian Radio and Television Network. And on behalf of the network, I would like to say have a pleasant good night. And again, thank you for speaking with us.
Thank you, my pleasure.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Theophilus Julipan Nelson I. I am the founder and CEO of Lift Africa LLC.
Welcome back. We are at the inaugural ceremony of the Liberian Association of Pennsylvania, where President Commonwealth and Vice President Johnson are being inaugurated with other elected officials. On our camera with us, we have a representative from Rhode Island. Introduce yourself to our audience. This is the Liberian Radio and Television Network.
I'm Representative Nathan B.F. from Rhode Island.
Representative Nathan B.F., welcome to the Liberian Radio and Television Network. My name is Derek Yale, and it's a pleasure to have you here. Now, you are here at this ceremony. Let me ask you a very general question. What do you make of the overall ceremony?
I think the ceremony is very unique and historical. And so being the first female president of the Liberian Association, Pennsylvania, that's what makes it historical. And like I alluded to earlier, my remarks I gave that Liberians now, we should start putting self sit down and create institutions that rise above self-interest. If we're going to survive in the diaspora, if we're going to survive within our country, self has to be below and we rise based on institution.
Right. The president tonight, if you listen to her speech, she spoke about the issues surrounding immigration. Now, how do you think, what advice will you give her to help immigrants or undocumented immigrants in the Pennsylvania area to achieve document, to get documented legal way? What advice will you give her?
The advice I would give her is is education, because going back is, I was once president of Liberian Community Association of Rhode Island. So I dealt with immigration issues. Also were because of my congressional people in the state of Rhode Island, who is Senator Jack Reed, who was one of the doyen of the Liberian immigration, and still behind this Liberian immigration issue. The act that was just signed a few years ago when President Trump signed, it was because of the force of Senator Jack Reed and Representative David Cicilline of Rhode Island. So I know historically about the immigration rush and cause of our people in the diaspora, and I think it's a good step in. I think it's a step in the right direction that she's heading, because the more that we get involved, we get our people documented and get our papers, the more voices we have within the diaspora.
Thank you. And another issue she spoke on that I would love for you to give your views on is also about bringing the community together. I don't know if you're aware of the friction that was created during the electioneering process, but she talks about bringing the community together. Now, how can you advise her to achieve that goal as well?
So bringing the community together, I mean, just a difficult issue in the diaspora with a Liberians organization throughout. And just one of my messages now to all diaspora organizations, all individuals, people that are within those diaspora organizations, membership and leadership. So there are two things that we have to take a look at, right? One of the things is if we are going to elect people to lead us, right, we should give those individuals the flexibility to be able to lead and make decisions, right? And this is why when I always talk about my new patronage now, my new speech to love, premise to Liberians and ranch, when you elect people, let them lead. You entrust them. That's what you elected them for. However, you can give them advices and everything about it, and they have that decision to make to proceed. Let us put our individual, personal differences aside and look at it and look at it, the vision, the mission of an institution. So this is where the disconnect comes from within diaspora Liberian organization. We put our personal issues into the institution and do not look at the institution goal. We look at individual goals. This is the problem we as Liberians have in the diaspora based on institution. So if we put our self-interest down and put the institution vision above, we will always come up to a pretty good solution. I think my advice to her is always look at the mission and vision of the institution, right, and work with that.
Thank you. Now, before I let go of you, let me give you the opportunity to look in our camera and give a message to the president being inaugurated, the vice president, and other officials that are being inaugurated today. What message will you be giving to them?
The message I always say, be humble and lead your people. Be humble and lead your people. Listen to every other decision that comes. People that disagree with you, listen to them. People that don't like you, listen to them. By the end of the day, the decision is yours to serve and lead your people. That's what we have to do. I am a servant of people. My passion has been serving. I love to do that. Just serve and continue to serve. People will see through you, your really authentic self. People will see the truth and genuine of you.
Thank you very much for speaking to this network. My name is Derek Galley, and it's a pleasure to have you.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Theophilus Julipan Nelson I. I am the founder and CEO of Lift Africa LLC. Lift Africa started as an employment agency that sought the employment of immigrants coming to the U.S. and finding ways and means to go to start life in this great country. Now we have added airport pickups and drop, car rental, hall rental. As you see, we have a new business location. Started with just a little office part, but today we have a whole complex that we can do a lot of stuff with.
Hello everyone, my name is Geneva Kreitz. I'm the Executive Administrator of Uplift Africa. We have an excellent employment rate at our company. We work with and for you regardless of your situation. If you've ever been in prison, maybe your background isn't great, do not worry. We have a place for you here. We believe in equal opportunity for everyone, especially you. So sign up today and begin earning.
My name is Emmanuel B. Horton, Operational Director for Live Africa. Live Africa is the place to be.
I'm going to call on the chairman of the board of directors.
Welcome back. We are still bringing you live coverage of the Liberian Association of Pennsylvania inaugural ceremony, where President and Vice President Vice President Johnson are being inaugurated. On our camera, we have with us Dr. Tobers. Please do us the honor of introducing yourself to the Liberian Radio and Television Network.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Vera Tolbert, and I'm one of the community members here with the Liberian Association of Pennsylvania.
Thank you very much. Now, at this inaugural ceremony tonight, what is your overall take on the planning, on everything, and what do you make of the overall ceremony tonight?
I think, since it's a very historic event, they did a very nice job. As a female also, I feel very proud to be honoring the first female president of the Liberian Association of Pennsylvania. And for one of those that work very hard in the community here, it is very nice to see a female rise to such a position. And I'm hoping this will be a great thing and a start for all of our young women and girls to be able to move forward and realize that they can be someone and they can be a great person. I think the program has gone very well so far. They did a very nice job planning it, and I thought it was a beautiful thing how the women all gathered and brought the president in, the first female president. So I want to congratulate the committee for doing such a wonderful job to bring I think over 400 people here together tonight to celebrate the history of this Liberian Association of Pennsylvania.
It is indeed a historic occasion, the first female president of the Liberian community in Pennsylvania. Now, let me ask you a question. You said you're a member of the community here. How was it getting here to have the first female president of this community? How was the entire process getting us here today at the inaugural ceremony?
Well, as you heard, one of the speakers said, like the Liberian Association had been dormant for a while. As a matter of fact, and the last election that was held, I was the chair of the election commission. Yeah, when things went, sour or things went downhill, and it's very, very unfortunate because at the time when that happened, you formed people that were just looking to hold positions and titles, which is very, very unfortunate, and it's a very sad thing that happens in our community. People just wanted titles, so there was this fight that started, and people just wanted to hold on to power, and that cost the Liberian Association of Pennsylvania a lot, I would say a lot of money, because they had to go to court. I had to testify. The judge was shocked at some of the things I said that had happened that brought us to that point. But I want to be very thankful to Reverend Dr. Jala, who did not rest. He had a lot of meetings with the eminent people in his community. I was one of those people that sat on some of those meetings where he tried to bring back, some community together. And it was that vision of not wanting to see this community fall. Because when you think about this community, this is the strongest chapter in the whole of EULA, and to see that fall like that was going to be a very huge embarrassment for us, and but not only an embarrassment, but for a very sad situation when you find a community that has been so strong to fall apart. So thanks to the eminent council who pulled this together, Honor Reverend Jala, and brought this to election. I am really proud of the Liberians here who were able to come to that point to say, okay, we need to move forward. And the elections were very, very exciting. Of course, I went to the polls, and to see, I remember when CND announced her candidacy, I thought she was crazy, because I think it's very tough to leave a community. But I'm very happy that she stood her ground and she did this, and we can now see a different direction, hopefully, for this community.
Right. The president-elect in her speech, just to tie in with what you just said, the president-elect in her speech talked about peace, and she talked about bringing the community together. Now, what advice will you give her to achieve that, especially the friction from the election? What advice will you give her?
I would give, my advice to her would be to be very, very transparent in everything that you do. Be very transparent. And people would talk, and she said that people, look, as a leader, you cannot have any thick skin, any thin skin. So people would talk, but be very transparent. Keep your eyes on the prize, what you need to do, and do it. Get connected to the elected officials here in Philadelphia. Like we see, we have some of them right now on the stage. It's very important because they have a lot of resources that can help our community. And she has to listen. People will ask and people are talking. Be very keen to what people are saying. They may say one thing and there's something else in the back. So be very, very patient and listen to what people are saying. And you will see then when you understand what people are saying, you can bring them all together.
Thank you very much. Before I let go of you, I would like for you to look in the camera and give a message to the president, the vice president, and all of the other elected officials, and just give them your message. Just give them a very brief message.
Well, my message to all of the elected officials from LAB, I say, first of all, congratulations on a big step that you have taken, and I wish you all the best. But my message to you is be very strong, be very loving. Our people, we say Liberians are a different breed of people. That is true, and I say that all the time. But we're still a very loving people. And if you listen to them and lead with integrity and honesty, you will succeed. So all the best. Thank you.
Thank you for speaking to our network. Again, my name is Derek, Dr. Tober. It's a pleasure having you. Thank you. welcome back. We are still here bringing you live coverage of the Liberian Association of the Pennsylvania inaugural ceremony. I have with me here colleague Bator. Mr. Bator, welcome to the Liberian Radio and Television Network. My name is Derek Gallet. To us, the pleasure of introducing yourself to our network.
Thank you, Derek. I serve on the Defunct Election Commission as the Secretary General, and today that commission will retire, and the President appointed me as the nominated me as the chairperson for the new Election Commission of the Liberian Association of Pennsylvania.
Thank you, and congratulations. Now let me ask you on the inaugural ceremony tonight. What is your overall take on it? I see how you have people dancing here. We listen to the president spoke. We listen to other renowned people speak here tonight. What is your overall take on the inaugural ceremony?
Well, I'm excited because this is a milestone for me. I'm a feminist, a proud father of 3 daughters, and today marks history, where we have the inauguration of the first female president of the Liberian Association of Pennsylvania. So that is very heart-touching. This is an inspiration to our daughters to see that, you know, the city has been broken, and now there's an opportunity for them to strive for success. And I want to thank the president and the administration for considering me as the new chairperson for the Election Commission.
Thank you very much. And you spoke of an historic event, the first female president of this community. Now, how was it getting here? How was the process getting here? Was it like a tedious process, or was it just an easy ride?
Well, it was really not an easy ride. It was a tedious process, I'll call it. It was marked by a lot of confusion, disruption. We have elections canceled. We have administrators and other members of the community going to court through legal proceeding. We went through a lot of mediation in our community. There was, bad blood all over the group. The community was divided. And this is an opportunity. Sayandi came to say she wants to unite the community. So we had to welcome this initiative. And it is incumbent upon all of us to give us our necessary support. Each one has to play their own role. We can't sit and just after the inauguration dance is when the work actually starts, and we should be able to support this administration by contributing in any way possible that we can.
Thank you. The president in her speech today spoke about what you just mentioned, uniting the community. Now, how do you think she can achieve that goal? How do you think what steps she can take to unite this community that had a lot of friction during the election process?
Well, the president will have to reach across the aisle. The president will have to reach across every odds. The president will have to be bigger than any obstacle. Where there is pride, the president will have to go beyond that and meet the needs of the community, reach out to people and let them know that she is not only the president for the ladies, she is not only the president for a small community, but she is the president of the Liberian Association, waiting to serve both male and female, so she can reach across the aisle, and people will be waiting to jump on board because she has a very strong agenda, and I like that. Community center, this is something we've been lacking in the past. Immigration services, this is something our people struggle with around here. Health and social services, these are all things that create avenue for help for our community.
Thank you very much. I don't want to hold you here any longer, so let me ask you to do me a favor. You can look in the camera and give a direct message to the president, the vice president, and all of the elected officials that are being inaugurated tonight.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, officers elected, it is time to work. It is time to roll up your sleeves. It is time to put aside our differences to reach across aisle. It is time to make peace. It is time to make reconciliation. In order for us to strive ahead, we have to come together as a community. So the challenge will be difficult, but it's doable. It has been done before, and you can do it. And I'm trusting this administration to do it.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure having you. And this is the Liberian Radio and Television Network. You have a pleasant night.
My pleasure. Thank you.
D12 on the feed. All I do was win, win, win.
Hello, my name is Portia Kamara. I am a Liberian and serve as the co-founder and executive director of the Multicultural Community Family Services, an African immigrant-led organization located in Upper Darby, Pennsylvania. Founded in 2003 by my husband and I, our organization is dedicated to serving immigrant children and families residing in the greater Philadelphia area. We serve and support the community through 5 program areas, namely adult education, professional development and consulting, home health, social services, and through addressing food insecurity needs.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Derek Galley, and this is the Liberian Radio and Television Network. We are still bringing you live coverage of the inaugural ceremony of the Liberian Association of Pennsylvania, which is inaugurating the very first female president. We have on our camera officials of EULA, and I would like to do them the honor of introducing themselves, starting from my right. Connie, introduce yourself to the camera. I mean, you've been here before.
This is another function. My name is Alexander Akubazi, and it is a pleasure of me being at this PA's chapter today.
My name is Eminem Wetty, the 23rd president of the Union of Liberian Association in America, and the chairman of the All Liberian Conference on Dual Association.
My name is Mohammed MSG1 Keita, second vice EULA, and also chairman of the board of directors in New York.
Thank you. And guys, let me ask a very general question on the ceremony tonight. What do you guys make of it? Let me start with you. What do you guys make of the entire ceremony tonight?
Very great, very historical to see the first female president in the modern chapter of EULA. It's very historical because this is the birthday of EULA. And to see that this chapter have elected the first female president.
The first female president of EULA?
No, the first female president on LAB. Yeah, and this chapter is the modern chapter of EULA. This is why EULA was founded. Yeah, so
Thank you.
It's very historical.
Thank you. What do you make of the entire program tonight?
You know, program is so wonderful to the extent that today we stand on a historical ground in Pennsylvania to see the chapter coming together to form one group as one Liberian, one goal and one success. And I'm proud of them, and I'm happy to be here tonight to share fun with my brothers and sisters. And thank you, EULA. Thank you for Liberian. Thank you so much.
Mr. Bassi, let me ask you a very specific question. The fact that this is the very first female president of LAB, what does that say of EULA? What does that say?
Well, it means a lot. For the first time in the history of PA chapter to have a female president, it means a lot. And we are here to support our administration.
Now, the president tonight in her speech, she spoke about uniting the community, especially given the friction that was created during the election process. Now, what piece of advice will you guys give to the president to unite the community? Let me start with you. What piece of advice will you give the president to unite the community?
Well, my advice to the president is that there's a word they call you say, I say. Don't go with that. Treat everybody equally. Every Liberian and Liberian, everybody have the right. Give access to the Liberian people. Whenever they ask question, try your best to answer the question. And make sure everybody come to you. Don't say, this is my old friend, this is the person you must used to fight before. The moment you go backward, you got problem. Move forward. Do the right thing. And I hope your agenda you have on board, you will continue to do it, and we will support you. Thank you.
To you.
Well, I think it's a great step. So you can have all the group, the churches, the religion, the students, and all the business put together. And I think that would be very good. Not only the politicians, but the ordinary people to be involved.
Thank you. What advice will you give the president to unite the community?
Say that again.
What advice will you give the president to unite the community?
Well, one of the advice I would like to give to the president is that she actually has to be committed to what she has said. She made other promises tonight, and the community is looking forward to that.
Let me stay with you. On the issue of immigration, the president mentioned immigration tonight in line with Honorable Strada's speech, and then bringing the African town in the greater Philadelphia area. What is your view on that?
Well, one thing about immigration is that it's a non-ending process. So I believe she's going the right direction, and we will be there to support her as well.
Thank you. What is your immigration?
I think it's a very good thing. Immigration, I think, is a long-standing thing between us and immigrants. So it's good for the betterment of our people.
Thank you. On the issue of immigration, the president spoke about immigration tonight in line with Honorable Strada's statement of bringing the African town to the greater Philadelphia area. What is your view on that?
I mean, it's so good, it's perfect, and she said it at the right time. But my advice to the Liberian people, the immigration issue is good, but when the call comes in, try to show yourself up, because we try our personal best for the immigration issue to be okay. Now the president coming by now to do the same thing. Try your best. Don't be afraid. When she call, come there. Show yourself. If you have problem, discuss it with them. This is very important. That's the best way to be successful. Thank you.
Thank you. And lastly, before I let you go, how does the president elected and the vice president elected, this administration, how does their agenda align with that of ULA?
You see, first of all, ULA took the initiative to make sure that this chapter stands strong and be united. Because this chapter is part of ULA. That's why we are here tonight, to support them. ULA makes sure that this chapter come together. And I will hope the next president that will come will follow the same thing. And you try to live by it and live together as a Liberian no matter what. I don't care what happens. We always solve our problem. And to the other chapter that have problem, whenever ULA reach to you, we beg you. Try to come together for all to be united. Thank you.
Thank you. And my question, you're listening to the president, we listen to the president lay out her agenda. You guys are from ULA. How does this administration agenda align with that of ULA? Let me start with you.
I mean, it's the same. So the fact that she's seeing it, that means it reaching the ordinary people on the ground. So that's the same thing we'll all be talking about: immigration, good health, social work. So I think it's a very good thing that she's advocating what ULA is saying to the local level.
Thank you. How does the administration agenda align with that of ULA?
Well, like I said before, she's in line with us. We are for immigration, we are for unification, and it is what she's focusing on. We want to still work with her.
Well, guys, thank you so much for speaking with us, and it's a pleasure to always have you, especially Mr. Basi, on the Liberian Television Network, and I would like to say you all have a pleasant night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.